So speaking about like EDM and performances, right? So I'm assuming as an artist, you've headlined a few festivals.
Yeah, definitely.
And I seen that you headlined this one festival. It was called Slam, the Slam Festival.
Yes, the Spread Love. Terrible.
And music, maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Spread Love and Music. There you go. Yeah, that was a dope festival.
I literally just guessed that.
The rain tried to knock us down, but we still shine through it.
Yeah. So like, what was your craziest experience at one of these festivals that you've been a part of thus far?
Define crazy experience.
Crazy as in like, at least that will probably wow me.
For me, it's like everything always gets bigger and better. So I'm not the type of person to act like I'm not surprised. I'd be surprised a lot of times because the more shows I go to, the more fans I find, and the more hardcore fans I come across. So for me, I'm still new to all of this all the time. Where it's kind of like, shit, how did you know so much? How did you find out so much? I didn't know you was really a fan. And this is to see people cry when they meet you is like one of the best feelings on earth. Although that may sound fucked up, but still, it is one of the most beautiful feelings on earth because to possess that kind of power to affect somebody's emotions, that's a beautiful God-given thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take that for granted at all, and I definitely don't take advantage or abuse that privilege. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's a beautiful thing. Every time I have any headline or any show particular that I just meet fans, like that's what drives me. You know what I'm saying? Aside from the music and aside from anything else, like the fans are what literally drives me every day because I think personally I have the best set of fans. Like I have the most interactive fans. I have the most fans that are worried. They involved in everything with me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's always. That's one of the most major things that I worry about and concern myself with, aside from my music.
Yeah, like I'm not big into EDM, you know what I mean? But the people that I do meet that are into it, they're emotionally invested.
Yeah.
Like when they hear a song, like they really fall for that song or the person who made it, and like they don't go to one festival, they go to
they go to everything. And they're there from an hour early to an hour after. So I mean that's definitely. But I have fans from everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like my fans branch from so many different places. I think anytime I work with an artist, I unintentionally steal their fans. You know what I'm saying? Like to where people just kind of like they come across me and they fuck with me. And it's my biggest thing was when I first started doing music. One of my mentors had told me, if you don't talk to your fans, somebody else will. And that always stuck with me, and I always make the time to talk to my fans. Like I literally spend about 2 to 3 hours a day just responding to questions, writing back fans, talking to them, whether it be sometimes all at one at a time on Instagram Live or just through message. You know what I'm saying? I really do take the time because it's important for me to know what they're thinking as well as to let them know how I think. You know what I'm saying? I feel aside from the music and aside from making them dance, I have some form of impact in their life, and as a leader, you know what I'm saying? It's important for me to make wise decisions and wise actions so that when they do see what I do, they follow in that light. You know what I'm saying? It's godly to do so. You know what I'm saying? And I like to make sure that I fit in that light. I don't like to necessarily output a lot of negativity. Not to say that I'm some clean fuck or something like that. I still do dirty shit all the damn time. I still fucking smoke weed and fuck bitches and shit like that. But for the most part, my actions are they're clean, you know what I'm saying? That I don't hurt people that don't have it coming, and I love life, you know? Exactly. So that's important for me as well to show.
So, have you ever performed at Ultra down here? Or?
No, I haven't performed at Ultra. We were supposed to do something this year on one of the stages, and business went bad. Whatever, there's always next year, and there's always a million more shows.
Too as well.
Yeah, it's Ultra, it always rains in Ultra because there's so much, I don't know, man, it might be the negative vibe that people bring from outside or something like that, but if you notice in Miami, it rains every single Ultra, like it just hands down has to rain when Ultra comes around, you know what I'm saying?
It's the time of the year, bro.
I mean, yeah.
It's almost spring.
Rain, it could be energy, you know what I'm saying? It could be something as big as energy. It's just a lot of different people, a lot of drugs, a lot of craziness.